The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into the Local Show, and that means you are too. Thanks for stopping by on these beautiful fall days. It's great to have you on this weekend. Things got a little cooler. It was warm during the week, though, wasn't it? Huh?
Oh,
that nice.
Goodness. Yeah.
And that lawn keeps growing like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised in the fall.
It was fried all summer, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then when we started to get some rain, it just, I can't keep up with it. It's every other day.
Have you been putting things in the shed for winter yet, or is everything still kind of
nothing. We're busy with all these wedding receptions. Later on today, I'll be shooting up to Coloca Winery.
Oh, there we go.
We talked about that just past Fairhaven.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Beautiful facility up there. So we look forward to that. But yeah, it's the fall has become the popular time for wedding receptions.
Yeah, I remember it was always the third week in June. Back when, back in the 80s and the early 90s when I was photographing weddings, it was like, what's your wedding? June 20? Probably booked. It was always that graduation week. That was always like the busiest day. And then the week after Labor Day was a big week too. Like there's Labor Day, the week after that was, those were like the first two to book.
And then, now it's fall all the way up into, the holidays.
But doing outdoor weddings in the fall is a little dicey, though. Who knows,
you never know. You don't know. Yeah, but it should be sunny. Anyway, Attorney John Murphy is with us right now, owner of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, and it's always good to have him back again. We just spoke to you a couple weeks ago. What's new?
Oh, what a crazy week. So we just had, as listeners may remember, we have a client care program.
Oh, yeah.
Where we meet with our clients annually to see what's up, or if they have questions, they can call us.
That was earlier this week, right?
It was, yeah. And it was fantastic, and it's kind of an all-hands-on-deck type of thing. So we had about 150 clients.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah, out at Timber Banks.
Beautiful facility.
Yeah, it was a great day. We had wonderful speakers.
Did you have hors d'oeuvres?
No, we didn't. We didn't do hors d'oeuvres. We had, some of the comments were they should sell wine. Actually, not sell wine. They should provide wine.
Right.
Dr. Mark was there and he spoke.
Yeah, sure.
So he had spoke at our spring event up in Clayton. Mm-hmm. And by popular demand, we brought him back down here.
So that's just in case people don't know, that's Dr. Mark Petropoli from Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. So orthopedic surgeon guy, right?
Right. Yeah. And good guy, wonderful speaker, does a good presentation. So that was busy. I'm at the Living with Dementia conference today.
This week here.
I'm
Sheila.
Presenter there, with Sheila. And just very, very busy. Yesterday was workshops in Watertown, so a lot of stuff. And interesting today, I was talking to a home care agency out in Auburn at the Living with Dementia conference and talking about how to get qualified with Medicaid. And they weren't aware that there is currently no look-back period in force for community Medicaid, which is either home care or is in assisted living. And they said, we've been turning people away.
Right.
So a lot of stuff out there that people don't know. So just so your listeners know.
Right.
If you're in what they call a skilled care facility, a nursing home.
Okay.
There is a 5-year look back. Medicaid's going to look, make sure you didn't give away your money just to get Medicaid.
To not pay for the nursing home.
Right. If you need Medicaid assistance to stay at home, which falls under the umbrella of community Medicaid, or for assisted living, currently, there is no look-back period in force.
What does that cover, helping someone stay at home, though? So, okay, there's no look-back, but is that because it's so much cheaper to have it done at home than it would be at a skilled facility? Is that why that exists?
Yeah, and it is, but crazily, but this was at a federal level. In 2020, October, they changed the medical qualification for home care from needing assistance with 2 or more activities of daily living, toileting, dressing, transitioning, walking, bathing, to more than 2. which means 3, right?
Right.
So they made it 50% more difficult to qualify.
So more people will not qualify for long-term care.
I don't understand why, but they've added a 30-month look back, but they haven't enforced it.
30 months instead of 5 years?
Right. There was never one for community Medicaid.
Got it. We're in community. Okay.
We're in community Medicaid, right? So now it's even more important to plan for potential disability where you don't necessarily need skilled care, but if you don't get care at home, you might have to transition to skilled care.
So if the government cuts back on things and they're going to, it feels like that whole insurance products and things we paid into our whole life, the rules might change again because they might run out of money.
Yes.
But if they do something now, does that change it? Is it done ahead, or do they still have to live with whatever the new rules are?
No, you're grandfathered in. So if you want to say, hey, listen, I want to make myself eligible, should I need long-term care? Should I need help at home? Some people know where they're going, pretty good idea physically. They've got a family history. Maybe something's happening. Maybe we've got early dementia, Alzheimer's onset. It's not too bad. Parkinson's. We got time to plan to position your assets so that should they ever start to implement the 30-month look back, which they probably will at some point in the future, you're protected. And then you transition. Now, there's still 5 years on the nursing home, but we want to cover that 30-month look back period. We've had people stay at home 6-7 years on community Medicaid.
Okay.
Because the goal is to keep you at home. I don't understand why they're making it more difficult, but they are.
Right. So you had your caravan earlier this week with a lot of people that have made plans with you. What are you telling them? What is changing? Or isn't it? Or are they good to go? Should they be concerned? If somebody did a trust 10 years ago, are they good?
Yeah. So one of the things that we do is we make sure they're still good.
Okay.
Why we have our client care program.
Okay.
Let's come in, check, right? So you're grandfathered in. Our trusts are valid, even if next month they said no more trust, you can never have a trust for Medicaid. The trusts you've done are valid. There's a concept in law called ex post facto. Vernacular is grandfathered. Mm-hmm. You're grandfathered in.
Okay.
Right. So think of it this way: you're driving down Route 81. It's 65 miles an hour. Police see you go by 65 miles an hour. Next week, they change the speed limit to 50. They can't come back and ticket you for going 65 miles an hour when it was 65 miles an hour.
Fair. Okay.
Even if they change the rules.
Okay. So with the government doing everything that they're doing, are there tax implications that are going to change, or is this all outside of taxation in respect to
this really has nothing to do with taxation. So our trusts are structured in such a way that it's very hard for people to wrap their head around, right? For tax purposes, the trust does not exist.
Okay.
So the trust, anything in the trust is taxed to you personally.
Okay.
Which is a benefit, people. It's a benefit, right? And so if you sell your house, you still don't have to pay capital gains tax.
Okay.
There's other trusts out there, irrevocable trusts, that you would have to pay capital gains tax because you've surrendered control.
Okay.
So unless your personal taxes change, the taxation for the trust won't change.
A lot of stuff for people to know.
Well, here's what I would say, and I mean this sincerely. I don't want to come across wrong on this. I read a great book. It's the concept is you don't have to know everything, right? Mm-hmm. You need to know people who know what you need done.
That's how we've run the show. I don't do anything. Tom does it all. I just know a guy.
Right. Yeah. It's who do you know? And we do workshops, and what I want you to learn at the workshop, the general concepts of these things.
Sure.
But do you think I know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And do you think that me and my team can help you solve your problem?
Well, that's online, people that you work with online and the reviews say that you do know what you're talking about. So that's good. If
150 people who are in, we have actually 500 families in our care program.
So those are people that are your clients forever, sort of, kind of.
Right.
Okay.
And rely on us and help them out.
Right. So if your stuff's getting old or you haven't really done it, or you got that feeling like, ick, I don't know if my stuff's protected, safeharborwillsandtrust.com. Reach out to them, or you can give them a shout out to 370-9977 and ask questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you, John.